Kenton High School's commencement ceremony. We will be starting with the national anthem, so please continue standing after we first welcome the class of 2019. thanking all of those who have helped make this moment a reality for these young men and women. All of the teachers from elementary to high school, friends of these students, and especially their parents and other family members here today. On our stage are all members of our Board of Education: Mr. Samuel Albert, Mr. Doug Carmine, Mr. Mark Rush, Ms. Sheena Stryker, Mr. Mark Watkins, our treasurer, Ms. Tracy Hiller, our athletic director, Mr. Joey Day, our school psychologist, Ms. Heather Hoppy, High Point Superintendent, Dr. Rick Smith, and at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Kenton City Schools, Ms. Jennifer Pinzarski.
Good evening. On behalf of the Kenton City Schools, I would like to personally congratulate each and every one of the graduates on successfully completing this milestone in their life. Tonight we continue our tradition of recognizing alumni for their achievements by inducting 3 people into the Kenton City Schools Alumni Hall of Fame. The vision of this organization is to honor exceptional achievements and unique talents of our graduates who significantly encourage others to inquire, dream, and excel. This year's committee members include, and I'll ask them to stand, Russ Blue, Brady Collins, John Cross, Nate Lawrence, Ron Marvin, Mark Rush, Lori Steinman, and Shayna Stout. Will you please give these people a round? Our mission serves as testimony to cultivate the educational foundation and empowerment of our graduates, who positively influence and contribute to the well-being of our community and society. Our first inductee this evening will be Dr. Russell Kaufman. He graduated from Kenton High School in 1964, and his areas of excellence are achievement, character, citizenship, humanity, and leadership. Dr. Kaufman has been an academic leader in biomedicine for 35 years, serving as Chief of Hematology Oncology, Vice Dean, Associate Vice Chancellor at Duke University, where he currently an Emeritus Professor of Medicine and Biochemistry. He left Duke in 2002 to become President and CEO of the Wistar Institute in Philadelphia, from which he retired in 2015 and is President Emeritus. He now is Executive in Residence for Pax Capital in North Carolina and founder of Kaufman Life Sciences, his current consulting business. Dr. Kaufman came from a working-class family with deep roots in Hardin County. During his youth, he held a job delivering papers for the Kenton Times and started a mowing service. He also enjoyed playing on the golf team. He earned a bachelor's degree in zoology and biochemistry from The Ohio State University and earned a medical degree from the Ohio State University College of Medicine. He received an Alumni Achievement Award in 1993 and the Professional Achievement Award in 2009. In 2002, he was designated a Fellow of the American College of Physicians. In 2008, he received the Cancer Control Award from the American Cancer Society for his exemplary individual achievements in the field of cancer control. He was also named one of the first Searle Scholars, a prestigious national program that supports top-flight academic research in biomedicine and chemistry. In addition to his administrative leadership positions, Dr. Kaufman maintained an active research program investigating the genetics of blood diseases and cancer over his career. He is considered a pioneer in human gene cloning and developed the first molecular diagnostic laboratories, which is now leading the development of personalized medicine. Dr. Kaufman exemplifies the vision and mission of the Kenton City Schools, and we are honored to recognize him as one of our graduates and Hall of Fame inductees. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Kaufman.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd first like to offer my congratulations to the graduates. You two are going to join an amazing group of graduates from the school. And there are only a few of us who have been selected for this award, but there are many deserving. And I'm sure that many of you will be deserving for similar kind of awards and will achieve many great things in your career and in your life. But I'd also like to congratulate others, your teachers, your families. They've supported you and they deserve a great deal of recognition, and I'm sure that when this is over, you'll give them all a big hug and thank you for all their support. I'd also like to thank the Kenton School Board for this honor. Returning to receive this award brings back many personal memories. Some of those memories were when I was sitting where you are when I was 18 years old. I was ready to set off for college, and I had little awareness of what lay ahead of me. There was this vague thing called college, and but I knew that I was headed for it, but I really didn't know what to expect. And the one thing that I didn't anticipate was ever standing in front of you receiving this award. But I was very fortunate in my career and in my life. I had many mentors, I had many people who supported me. So much of what I achieved was actually at the help of others. And that is really the essence of my message, my comments tonight. And that is that all of you will achieve many things, but when you ask others to help you and you use mentors, you will achieve more, regardless of what you choose to do in your career and in your life. Now, in those last years of high school, my future trajectory had been kind of set in that I knew I was going to college. But it was influenced by my teachers and to others who mentored me who really should also be honored today. A special call out goes to a couple people that and many of you don't know them, but some of you might remember Carl Russell. He was our high school guidance counselor at the time. And he met with me and he suggested that I should go into either medicine or engineering. And I thought both of those seemed like it was going to take way too long. I didn't want to do that. But I thought I might start off in engineering. So he'd be pleased to know that I became a physician and a genetic engineer. So I achieved what he set out for me. And I'd also be pleased that Mr. Lloyd Chalvin was our principal. He helped me through many difficult times and provided guidance, but mainly encouragement. And that was incredibly important to me. And then our biology teacher, Dorothy Fulkerson. She was especially important to me because she had great enthusiasm for biology. And she helped me. She instilled that enthusiasm in me, and I still carry that to this day. I want to mention John Murray, and he was a personal friend. But this represents the importance of a counselor or a guidance. Because as a counselor, he helped shape the career of my wife, Jane Steinenkoff, who's with us today. She was planning on going to a diploma nursing school, and John thought that she would have more opportunity by attending the university nursing school. So she was reluctant, but she took his advice, and she ended up as a nursing professor at Duke, at the University of North Carolina, and finally at the University of Pennsylvania. Those are the three finest nursing schools in this country. And she would not have taken that path without a guidance counselor who cared for her and gave her that advice. The Kenton schools have been really important to our family. So my brothers, my cousins, my wife's family graduated from this school. And we have a lot of our family. There's a lot of success to this. And in recognition of that, my wife and I have set up a Dow Fund at Ohio State University to help support financially graduates. Jane and I both know that our successes have been possible only through the support of our family, friends, and mentors. And as you heard, we are both from working class families without college experience. So we relied on others to guide us And there's no way that and many of us could have seen our career path when I was sitting in your seat. And all of you come from good, strong people. This is the nature of the people who live or work around us. And each of you have amazing talents and potential. And if you can harness that, you will do great things. My advice to you today is to find what inspires and excites you and to build on your personal talents. Stay close to those who have supported you and seek their advice frequently. I repeat that. You really should seek people who have helped you get advice because they care for you and they have wisdom. And their wisdom will grow on you. Remember the story attributed to a politician and a humorist in the 1930s. Some of you may have heard him. His name was Will Rogers. And there's this famous story that's been repeated many times. But he said that when he returned home after 2 years of college, he was amazed at how much his father had learned. So think about your life plan, write it down, write it down, you will help commit to it, and share it with someone. Get advice, then make big decisions. Your big decisions should be wise decisions. Again, I thank you for this honor. If you want to make someone very happy, as I said, give them gifts, your teachers, and your family. It's a big time after them. So, and remember one of the things, wherever you live, whatever you do, support your school. So, thank you.
Our second inductee tonight will be Dr. Jay Piper. He graduated from Kenton High School in 1956. His areas of excellence include achievement, citizenship, community, and leadership. Dr. Piper was inspired to enter into the pre-medicine program at The Ohio State University by his BOAG teacher, J.W. Fraker, and his biology teacher, Dorothy Fullerton. He graduated with a medical degree in 1967 and began further medical training at Mount Carmel Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. Upon completion of his training, Dr. Piper returned to Hardin County to start a medical practice. On July 8, 1968, he opened his family practice and retired 45 years later in December of 2013. His medical practice included adult medicine, pediatrics, and OB with the delivery of over 1,000 babies. Dr. Piper's other interests were serving as medical director at one or more nursing homes for over 35 years. He served as the Hardin County Health Commissioner for 24 years and on various other committees within the community. Dr. Piper served as Hardin Memorial Hospital Chief of Staff, Chief of Family Practice, and Chairman of the Medical Ethics Committee. He served on the Kenton City Schools Board of Education from 1981 to 1989. Dr. Piper is also the committee chairman for the class of 1956. A lifetime Jersey breeder, he served on the board of the Ohio Jersey Breeders Association for 18 years and on the national board of the American Jersey Cattle Association. Dr. Piper was very involved in Kenton Little League Baseball as a board member and team manager. We are honored to recognize him as one of our graduates and Hall of Fame inductees. Please help me welcome Dr. Piper.
Superintendent, faculty, school board members, families and friends of the graduates, class of 2019. I would like to give a sincere thank you to all those involved in giving me this honor. It is deeply appreciated. I look forward to the other KHS graduates receiving this award in the future. I last walked the halls of Kenton High School 63 years ago. It was now the present middle school building. I grew up on a farm in Kenton Township, very active in Kenton FA FFA, including receiving the State Farmer Award. Because of vocational agriculture, I was, which was a two-period course, I missed some of the college prep courses that I did. These courses include chemistry 2, physics, and math, advanced math. I was determined not to let this interfere as I pursued the pre-med program at The Ohio State University. I received a Bachelor of Science degree in biology and was accepted into the mid class in 1963. I loved mid school, and after 4 years of very innocent and challenging times, I received my MD degree in 1967. This was followed by an internship at Optimum Hospital in Columbus. At that time, I had made my decision to return to my home in Kenton and open a family practice. I spent the next 47 years taking care of the Hardin County community. I was on the staff of Hardin Memorial Hospital where I did patients, including OB, and served as chief of staff and chief of family practice on various committees. I also, as I mentioned, served as a medical director of a nursing home during my entire career, one or more nursing homes in this county. For 24 years, I was responsible for the public health of this community, serving as the health committee. The combination of these responsibilities was a very rewarding experience, which also included taking care of some third-generation families. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my entire family for all the support I received from the time I started college until I closed my practice in October of 2015. As in senior class, I'm sure you are anxious to move along to the next chapter of your lives. No matter what you have chosen to pursue for your future, it is important that you have a plan. Continue to grow and mature, and always remember, you will continue to learn throughout your entire lifetime. We all know that there will be trying times. Many days will be long, but believe me, the years will be short. Just never lose sight of your goals. It is my sincere hope that 50 years from now, when you're sitting in your rocking chairs, that you can reflect back on your life's accomplishments with satisfaction. That you will feel that you have given your all for your family and that you have served your community well. Once again, I wish this for all of you, and I will always feel that Hardin County is a great place to call home. Again, thank you.
Our third inductee will be Dr. Rodney Rogers. He graduated from Kenton High School in 1976, and his areas of excellence include achievement, character, citizenship, community, and leadership. Education has always been the utmost importance for Dr. Rogers, as he has been working in the field of higher education for most of his professional career. He has served as professor at various universities, including Portland State, Case Western Reserve, Thunderbird, the American Graduate School of Management, and the School of Management in Euromed, Marseille, in France. I've been practicing that. I think I got close. So he was named the 12th president of Bowling Green State University on February 23rd, 2018, after serving as provost and senior vice president since 2012. In 2006, he held the position of Dean of Bowling Green State University's Business School. Dr. Rogers has served as a financial consultant for multiple businesses such as Nike, Wendy's, Starwood Resorts, The Standard, Vestas America, Schnitzer Steel, Wagner Edstrom, and Veterans Affairs Medical Centers, in addition to his academic posts. Dr. Rogers also serves on several committees and boards in and around the Wood County area to help encourage economic growth in the community. Dr. Rogers exemplifies the vision and mission of the Kenton City Schools. We are honored to recognize him as one of our graduates and Hall of Fame inductees. Please help me welcome Burl Ryder Studak and family to accept this award on his behalf.
Adela and I are honored to accept this award on our Uncle Robbie's behalf. He was disappointed that he was not able to come tonight, but he is very proud of his heritage in Kenton and Hardin counties. We, as a family, would like to congratulate the class of 2019, and we are proud to be Wildcats.
Best of luck in all your future endeavors, graduates, and remember, we are so very proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mrs. Penzarski. The senior class president, Ms. Haley Hunt, will now introduce our first class speaker.
I am pleased to introduce the one and only Chase Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, staff in the class of 2019, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony. It is my honor to be speaking with you today as we mark the cliche turning of the page. However, before I begin, I would like to take some time to thank the dedicated staff at Kenton High School that have made this possible. Each and every one of you plays a vital role in daily operations, but I'm here to tell you that you are appreciated and valued. From Officer Dan fulfilling his new role, or Mrs. Mustang providing a helping hand, to Mrs. Allen and Mrs. Judy Donald and the lovely ladies of the cafeteria, this school is better because of you. Moreover, our top-tier administration, led by Mr. Thrush, Mr. Jones, and Mr. Day, keeps us safe, involved, and appreciated. With your leadership, the opportunities for student success and recognition would be few and far between. But I think we all owe a round of applause to Mrs. Beverly Miller, who keeps the ship afloat, as they say. Bev, you can stand up for us. Her understanding, compassion, and willingness to help is something that we should all aspire to exemplify within ourselves. Thank you. Sure. To our school board members, thank you for taking the time of your personal lives to advocate for all of our future children. Your work and dedication do not go unnoticed. A lot of time has been put in to come to this moment. 120 hours have been put in, to be exact. The equivalent of 12 years has passed since this class of 2019 first started its journey to this very moment. A moment which the majority of us have longed for since the beginning of high school, and some sooner than others. At a time when this class alone was divided into 3 schools of Northwood, Hardin Central, and Espy, a part of our childhood that we can look back on with just a handful of those who are younger than us. Yet through all the change, this class has found one common identity. An identity of camaraderie where each of us can find refuge in one another regardless of anything. When I think about the kind of personality our class shows, it always brings me back to the word Ubuntu. A South African word that translates to humanity, or my favorite, I am because we are. The philosophy of our I am because we are is exemplified by each of us. Each and every one of us is built by one another, resulting in one unique identity. And when we face a tragedy, the loss of a peer, a classmate, and a friend, the bond that we share refused to waver. And as I look out upon an empty seat tonight, this much I know is true. Through tragedy comes resilience. This identity we share distinguishes this class from others by the fact that we are built around each other. Each relationship we have, whether you are friends or not so much, has played a role in who we are and who you are as a person. So with the time left together, embrace these moments for what they are worth. This summer, I had the opportunity to talk with the first ever female national commander of the American Legion, Miss Denise Rohan, a woman who faced incredible odds, serving her country during the Vietnam War, a time when it was rare for women to rise up and serve. Yet she did. But before going, her father delivered her this advice, which impacted me greatly. Her father said, "In life, be the thermostat and not the thermometer." In other words, allow yourself to set the so-called temperature of the room. Be someone who sets the mood, drives others to be successful, or are a source of encouragement. Don't allow yourself to simply be the thermometer, as in someone who conforms to the temperature of the room, following the lead wherever it takes you. So whether you're going to college, the workforce, or still figuring things out, know this. Each and every one of you holds the potential to fully embrace the thermostat. The question stems as if you allow yourself to do so. I thank you for all these years, for the impact you've made on myself and this community. We have truly changed each other forever, and I am eternally grateful. Good luck in all your future endeavors, and may God bless you in all that you do. Thank you. I'd like to introduce the one and only Haley Hunt.
Who are we? Me? I'm the teacher's pet, the class president, the girl who cries over her schoolwork, or as a matter of fact, the girl who just cries all the time, the social one, the one with the most school spirit, and one of the athletic ones. I could go on, but all of these things are labels. Labels placed on me by society and by myself. What are your labels? When you look at yourself, what do you think? Now wait, before you think of the negative, or maybe even the positive, stop and think about what you believe you are. Not what you see in the mirror, not what you compare yourself to on social media. Who are you? Next year, we enter a new chapter of our lives. We are going places and meeting people we have never met before. They don't know who you are, what you've been through, the stories, the memories, the blood, sweat, and tears. They won't remember freshman year when we came in as the class with the worst reputation. We were the horror class, and, well, we kind of lived up to it. Let's just say we owned the stupid freshman title. Sophomore year, for me, it was kind of a blur. We weren't old enough to go to prom yet, but we weren't stupid freshmen anymore. We were just trying to figure out who we were and who we wanted to be. On May 1st, 2017, we lost a classmate, a friend, and a lover. Wayne Rogers should be sitting out in the crowd amongst us, getting ready to graduate. He should be celebrating his accomplishments along with the rest of us. Layton will be forever missed and remembered to the people closest to him. I'd like to take a minute for a moment of silence to not only remember Layton, but also for Tyler Hines, Keegan McKee, and all the other loved ones around us. Thank you. Remembering the ones we lost, we pushed forward into our junior year, where the changes kept coming. Not only did we begin to drive and go to prom, but there were changes within ourselves. Realizing that life could end at unexpected times, we cherished the moments we had. Junior year, our reputations shifted as we united upon common ground. We became individuals with goals who took on the responsibilities and important decisions for our future, and we prepared for the upcoming year. Senior year. Man, I always thought seniors were messing around about senioritis, but it's a real thing. Shout out to all of the teachers who have to deal with us hooligans. We appreciate it, whether we show it or not. Maybe you're going to college or the workforce, or maybe you're just staying home, but it's time to move on with our lives. Senior year, we pushed the limits. The boys soccer team became WBL and district champions. The girls soccer team became sectional champions, and the cross-country team qualified for districts. We challenged the rules and expectations set for us. There have been many people in the same spots we are in today, but nobody will have the same stories we have. Only a couple of classes will remember Mr. Graisley getting slammed in the face by a basketball.
or those National Guard people who does the motorcycle tricks in front of us, or Chris Colwell's pterodactyl noises. I didn't name all the stories because we all have long memories that will stay with us forever. My version of high school may not be the one you will remember, however, we all have things in common. For example, we all had to go through the legends of Miss Cole, happy birthday by the way, Miss Rogers, Mrs. Reed, Mr. Jones, Mr. Thrush, and of course Bev or Mrs. Miller, to get where we are today. Thank you for all of your hard work to get us where we are. Our teachers not only taught us our core subjects, but they taught us how to find ourselves. We learned sarcasm and humor through Mr. Downey and Mr. Broker, compassion and love through Senora and Mrs. Bartlett, grit and work ethic through Miss Norris and Mr. Fackler, cuisine through Mr. Stuck, patience and determination through Miss Baum and Mr. Hoppy, independence through Mr. Clifford, Mr. Federley, and Mrs. Cross, leadership through Mr. Dudek, reliability through Miss Horshfield, and last, but certainly not least, the queen of it herself, fearlessness through Mrs. Healy. Thank you to all of the teachers, and I'm sorry if I missed you because we wouldn't be here without you. You pushed us outside our comfort zones into a world that we can make for ourselves. So who are we? We are between generations and have become the class of change. We are the class that broke free from the standards set for us by society. We are the class that pushed the limits, the boundaries, and the authority. We are the class who pressed ahead through hard times and came out on top. We are the class who challenged the rules, broke records, and exceeded expectations. We are not like anyone else here because we are the class of 2019. Thank you. At this time, current junior class president, Alexis Grubbs, please join me on stage. Presentation of the spoon dates back to the early 1900s as a way to pass down the legacy of the graduating class. In middle school, we talked about forks, and now we're talking about spoons, so we must have gotten a plate full of food. But our meal is now over, and it's time for you to set the dinner table. Don't forget your manners, but you can occasionally pass the dogs and food under the table. Our class has left its legacy behind through our athletic accomplishments, and throughout all 4 years of high school, we have helped donate 13,369 cans in our canned food drive. Our class of 2019 has definitely left its mark in many good and interesting ways at KHS, and now that includes the spoon. Last year at this time, I was on the other side of the ceremony, and well, I congratulated our own class, so at this time, I would like to present the spoon on behalf of the class of 2019 to the class of 2020, in hopes that you will make the most of your senior year. We wish you the best of luck in accomplishing as much or more than the class of 2019 did this year. The class of 2020 would like to congratulate the class of 2019, and we wish you all the best of luck.
Would the class of 2019 please rise? Mrs. Penzarski and members of the Board of Education, it is a pleasure for me to certify that the members of this graduating class have met or exceeded the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of Ohio and the Kenton Board of Education. These young men and women are eligible at this time to receive their high school diplomas. Class, present yourself. Trevor Adams. Hansberry. Taylor Austin. Landon Bartlett, graduating with high distinction. Lindsay Beverly. Brian Blankenship. Kelsey Blanton. Mariah Blevins. Alexis Brooks. Afton Brown. Cody Buckenroth. Kirsten Bushon. Alexandria Camper. Shelby Camper. Aaron Castle. Samantha Castle. Montage Shahal. Randy Joe Clemens, graduating with high distinction. Cassandra Collins, graduating with distinction. Megan Kozak. Michael Crawford. Christopher Colwell. Aaron Cummins, graduating with distinction and honors diploma. Juliana Delapaz. Amaya DeLong. Caitlin Dodge, graduating with distinction. Caitlin Dolan. Hannah Donegan. Sarah Donnelly. Tyler Dunn, graduating with distinction. Tyler Elsesser. William Elsesser. Riley Fitzgerald. Chase Fleece. Hayden Flint. Kelsey Flowers, graduating with high distinction and honors diploma. Brittany Fry. Andrew Getz. Jenna Gibson. Landon Gibson. Ethan Gilmore. Haley Gossard. Lucas Graves. Adrian Gross. Robert Halsey. Hayden Hart. Abigail Hartshorn. Olivia Hattery, graduating with distinction. Sydney Hager. Isaac Heath. Sedona Hedges. David Heilman. Elizabeth Heights, graduating with high distinction and honors diploma. Cody Haydinger. Hayden Hicks. Humphrey. Jonathan Ford. Annabelle Humphreys. Haley Hunt, graduating with high distinction and honors diploma. Sierra Jenkins. Jacob Jolliffe. Carter Cobble, graduating with distinction. Alex Keller. Cody Kirk. Braxton Klesman. Kaylee Landon. Catherine Lawrence. Trent Lawrence. Julianne Lease. Noah Leffler. Jean Longbreak, graduating with distinction and honors diploma. Ian Lyons. Elijah Manns. Avery Mendenhall. Eric Mendez. Isaac Mendez, graduating with high distinction and honors diploma. Cameron Miller. Delaney Miller. Molly Moore. Destiny Morales. Colin Morris. Joey Morrison. Haley Mock. Chloe Musser. Leslie Nichols. Preston Oates. Abigail Overleitner. Kyle Orions. Paige Osborne. Graduating with high distinction. Shelby Phillips. Joshua Piper. Sutton Black. Chandler Ramey. Caden Ramsey. Autumn Reed. Jocelyn Reisner. Manuel Romero Estrada. Criminal. Jonathan Rout. Caleb Rowan. Tasia Ruck. Marie Sanchez. Abigail Saylor. Brianna Schaefer. Jaron Sharp. Ty graduating with distinction and honors diploma. Dominic Taylor. Lindsay Taylor, graduating with high distinction. Bryce Tucker. Caitlin Tudor, graduating with distinction. Alexandra Vasquez. Grant Walter. Ethan West. Zamaya Wilkins. Austin Wilson. Garrett Wise. Allison Wolf. Luke Woodruff. Madeline Woodruff. Patience Woodruff, graduating with distinction. Keely Wright. Jacob Zepeda. Clark Zigapoos. At this time, our senior class president, Ms. Haley Hunt, will lead the class in the changing of the tassel.